Hi, this is Snipe with IKewl, and I am reading you a live cast of a scrim between SeexySauce and Whirling. Where are they? SeexySauce and Whirling. In the bottom left, they went Zergling Sharpshooter, 719JTrus top left. Oh, and they're IKewl as well. Very decent players, obviously, as they are in one of the best clans in Marine Arena. Royal and Skygrabber. Royal, Montezuma, and Skygrabber in the top right. And Megatron and Azreal, who seems to be AFK, in the bottom right. Now, this is actually very interesting. Whirling has gone Zergling and Marines in a scrim. Now, that has been proven many. Oh, so has JTrus. Now, that strategy has been proven many times. I know from personal experience, ineffective because in scrims, because this strategy just requires so many minerals. We see a few elites coming out, but it just costs so many minerals that you really can't make that much in a scrim unless you get really fed. Wow, there are so many elites coming out. Montezuma is opening Corruptor. 719 is opening Sentry. That's going to be interesting play. After all, there is a decent amount of melee mercs in this game. And also a Reaper. Now, Whirling is so aggressive. She already took mid, and Marines, in my opinion, really need that mid control. Otherwise, they won't be able to get that early heal and won't be able to heal their stim packs. But successive attacks can really hurt Whirling. Before she can heal that stim, she'll be driven out. Hopefully for her, she doesn't get attacked too many times, too intensely, too fast. Okay, oh, and as you can see, Skygrabber has a Dark Templar. It's interesting. I noticed that he has autocast on, which in my experience is actually a bad idea because autocast really inhibits your ability to stun key targets, to stun maybe that Reaper and Sentry and kill it. Instead, you'll waste it on maybe a few army units. But we'll see what happens, how he uses this Dark Templar to effect. Oh, there's another Dark Templar. Megatron's Dark Templar. Omega. Omega's actually, it's almost a dead clan. There's the leader actually left. It's not doing very good, but there are still a few good players in it. Oh, and Azreal is going for a flank. He got caught in a bad position, spreading his army, which is not good. He should pull that army towards his main chunk of mass. Oh, okay. Big moment of silence. And JTrus is blocking out his DT, which is not the best thing to do, but eventually, you know, the Zerglings and Marines will just move around, let it pass. Wow, there are so many Dark Templars. This is, I've never seen a scrim like this. So many aggressive builds like these. SevenOnNine throwing down a few force fields, really helping, choking down Skygrabber, reducing his DPS by a lot. And Montezuma, I'm actually kind of curious why he got 2 Corruptors, because simply one battlecruiser that's cross spawn from him does not seem to warrant enough. Does not seem to warrant a hard counter like that. But Corruptors do have corruption and can hold their own, pay off eventually. And SeexySauce is actually a very formidable opponent, and is definitely worth countering, not letting him get out of hand. I hear DT. That DT is getting so many kills. Oh, but no! It was caught in between a rock and a hard place. Sniped by team bottom left. And Skygrabber is looking for harassment opportunities with this DT, but nope. Finds none. Oh, and this battle cruiser lets out an amazing Yamato. That blasted away nearly half of Azreal's army. Oh, but JTrus's GT is coming over, possibly turn the tide. Wow, Montezuma just let out corruptions, a set of corruptions on Megatron. Now his army is blasting away, shooting away his army. So Whirling actually, she has a medevac, so she doesn't even need mid control. This actually lets her be much more mobile, and it looks like score wise, she's definitely getting the money needed to support the Marine heavy build. Oh, and will 719 get the kill? No, he doesn't. Battle cruiser is just too bulky, and they did not have enough time to get the kill. Oh, it looks like right here, Azreal may have overextended himself. He got a corruption down on him, and he's still going. Oh, but look, he is actually eating away Monty's army. Skygrabber, how did Skygrabber just do that? He just went in for a full flank on the other side of his ramp. That is very unorthodox. Not common. Over here, it seems like SeexySauce is trying to hold his own with that really small mass. But, oh, he just can't protect his BC well enough for it to do consistent damage. With only that little mass. But, no, he is still hanging in there. That battlecruiser already has one armor upgrade, which will be really helpful against these Marines. Oh, and Whirling is getting that nice surround on Megatron. Completely crushing his army. Skygrabber is looking for an opportunity to flank, but he finds none. Oh, but he goes in anyways. And he comes out on top with that Void Prison. Just playing so aggressively. And oh, but he's really overextending himself, in my opinion. He just gave Red an opportunity to flank him like crazy. Can they come out of this? Oh, and now team top left is coming over to get some action too. So now Montezuma and Skygrabber are caught in predicament, but no, they back out as well. As you can see, Skygrabber coming up third. He got a lot of money from that battle. SevenOnNine is pulling down a few good force fields, but oh, he is getting flanked from all sides. What can he do? Will he come out of this? How? That was really good play. Good force fields, but that was too close. JTrus came over to save the day, prevented that flank from closing in, and SeexySauce is letting out his full load of Yamato on top left. There you go. Whirling, pulling down his Contaminate. Trying to snipe the elite. Oh, what's going on in mid? Azreal and SeexySauce are just not having the great day. Got flanked from many sides. I'm sorry, Azreal and Megatron. And that battlecruiser with 1 armor can pretty much shake off every single shot from one of Azreal's Marines. IKewlJTrus has incredibly low HP DT, Dark Templar. He could go for a heal right now. Is he? Oh, he's teching his Dark Templar, possibly going for a Dark Archon. That would be an incredibly hard build to pull off because he would have no army to not an outstanding army to support him. And already people have counters. People have Skygrabber has a Dark Templar of his own to stun his, and Montezuma has 2 Corruptors, which will really pack a punch on his Dark Archon. And of course, there's Whirling with his Marines and his Overseer. There's Skygrabber with his extremely aggressive attacks, running in like a crazy mob. Temple Zealots, really scary to look at. Oh, but SeexySauce launches a great Yamato, nicks many of his Temple Zealots, and top right is just caught in a bad position. But what is happening? Skygrabber's Dark Templar is eating away Seexy's army. Oh, but they just got lured into really bad position. Oh, a Savior's let out. Azreal is just not having a good day. He tried to get a bit of minerals from Skygrabber, sniping his merc, but no, just letting out Savior. That propelled Skygrabber right into the lead. Monty is falling back a bit, but we'll see. Maybe he got mutas. Okay, now mutas they have a really slow start, but if he can pull this off, if he can make good income with those mutas, Skygrabber and Monty and Skygrabber with his lead can pull off this win. Oh, and that was a close kill. I find it strange. 719 should have gotten Stimpack, concussive shells for his Marauders. He could have just nicked that battlecruiser right there and the concussive stuff would have paid for itself. But also to increase his DPS by, I believe it's 0.5 scale factor. So it really helps army-wise. Just fighting, basically. Oh, and Megatron has a turn of luck. He goes in for a snipe and gets SeexySauce's battlecruiser. Oh, it was really an interesting play. SeexySauce, he usually has really great reactions, but it seems that Megatron, without any stun or any tricks, just sniped SeexySauce's battlecruisers with his snipers. Let's see, Skygrabber looking for some feeding opportunities and finding some burrowed Zerglings. What's this? Oh, SeexySauce is playing super aggressive with his destroys, and Megatron is caught in a terrible position. But he managed to pull out and starts taking on these Mutalisks. And these Mutalisks of Montezuma are just, they counter many things. I mean, they can really harass what's on the map right now. There's Marines, there's Destroyers, Marauders. If Monty plays his cards right, he can win this game. He has a fairly high chance, I believe. Oh, but that DT, that JTrus's Dark Templar is just super annoying. He's not making any money. There's no feeding opportunities for him. And look, he's sitting on full supply right there with his teammate. That is interesting. And it's already nearly 15 minutes, and 719 has not gotten a mercenary yet, besides his starting merc, which is which is usually frowned upon because you know, these mercenaries just don't cut it this late into the game. Oh, and Montezuma coming in to clean up the mess between Seexy and 719, and the tempo zealots are coming. They could really wreck. Oh, Skygrabber decides to pull out. It could have been really detrimental to both armies if he had gone in. I mean, he focused all in on his army, on his tempo zealots, specifically with 5 damage, 1 army, probably a few health point ups, and 719. First of all, he's countered by those tempo zealots, but he also only has marauders, and his mass might not have saved him against those melee units, those insane tempo zealots. Okay, let's see. There's so much action. Sorry for the lag. There's so much action going on right here. The savior was just used. I did not see that coming. Was that a marine drop? No, there's no support tower. That is so strange. Okay, Whirling is coming up. Whirling was just learning a bad position. He's in a difficult situation because he went all in on Marines, which don't really counter anything in this game. Especially not Montezuma's Mutalisks. Oh, Montezuma racking up a few decent kills. He hasn't been harassing much with him. With his Mutalisks, I've noticed, which is actually a really great trait of the Mutalisks. You can easily get free kills without losing any units. But there are many stunners like that DT that just Dark Templar that just stunned his Mutalisks, a pack of Mutalisks. But he can, like right there, that was really good play. Just running in, getting a few kills, and as soon as they start noticing and attacking, cash in your coins, cash in your tokens. JTrus using his Dark Templar support. It's not quite enough. As you can see, 719 is lasting with only a few Marauders that he's trying to get rid of. What has he done now? Oh, he has got Void Rays. That could be an interesting play. But as many know, Mutalisks hard counter Void Rays. So I am not sure about how that is going to turn out for him. This is interesting. Whirling with his Marine Zergling play is at the top with almost 7,000 minerals. Now, it's easy to deny Marine player a win in the beginning of the game when they don't have other upgrades, when they need all that money. Then you could just focus on them and deny them. But later on when they have all their upgrades, all their basic upgrades, those Marines would just wreck. It would be really hard to control Whirling now that she's got so fed. 719 is massing his Void Rays. I think this was a really bad play by JTrus and 719, mostly because they should have went for a Merc earlier on. If JTrus focused a bit on his army, he possibly could have gotten more feed and got his Dark Archon sooner, tech his DT faster. Oh, and Whirling coming in. What can top left do against Whirling's unstoppable Marines? They're just shredding all of JTrus's units, and 719 is not mass enough to take on Whirling's Marines. Oh, but they do land some kills. So there's lots of action in mid going on. Skygrabber retreating, driven out of mid by bottom right, it seems, and SeexySauce. Megatron's just chilling there, trying to get his tower. Oh, what is this? SeexySauce. Did he just go all in on Montezuma's army? Oh no. It was Whirling. Just went for straight to the base. Nearly had it. Orange health. CJ his Dark Templar has 550 health points, which means that is 4 levels. Only a level 4 DT and practically nothing else at 20 minutes. You know, in many scrims, it's really hard to make a comeback because there will be people who deny and know how to hold their lead. But we'll see what comes of this. Oh, and JTrus comes out with his GT, Dark Templar. Very nice. Ah! 719 just losing all those mutas, losing all those void rays to those mutalisks. And Montezuma is getting a decent amount of feed like this. I think he should, Montezuma, and with his air units, they need to do more, put more effort into denying. Making sure that Whirling with even that small mass, he can make a lot of money. Making sure that small mass doesn't get to the jackpot, which is bottom right, and getting all that feed. Montezuma is doing some good splits. Clearing the towers. And I noticed Skygrabber and Montezuma have really their actions are really well synced. They retreat at the same time, attack at the same time. They have a telepathic link. Oh, Azreal going in for the flank. Will he close it? No, Skygrabber managed to block it with his superior army. Oh, but he has overextended himself. What can he make out of this? That Dark Templar, is it? It is only a level 0 Dark Templar, and it is doing so much. It is doing so much for Skygrabber with 235 kills. Montezuma could have gotten a few good snipes on his elites. What can he make out of this? Oh, it seems that in the top left, have we here, SeexySauce was trying to get some good harassing in. JTrus still hanging in with his now level 5 Dark Templar. Oh, but those Seekers just drove him away. But that's okay because 719 got 719 got the Raven. And it seems that Montezuma. Oh, that should have been 719's kill. That was the Overseer flew right by. Montezuma picked it up. Just great. And now I feel like 719 overextended himself, and now he's getting picked off by Montezuma. But it wasn't that bad. The damage was minimal. How is he going to get rid of all those red mutalisks, or all those red void rays, and make them healthy again? Oh, of course, his teammate has a support tower, which will be very useful, especially since 719. Many void rays in the red. Now over in the bottom ramp, SeexySauce is just, I'd say, that's not even, he's just feeding. He's just feeding on Azreal. Azreal is out of the game, just pouring bottom left money. Skygrabber making taunting all these taunting bottom left. Dancing with bottom left. Luring them in, making sure they don't get their traction on mid. Oh, well, what's this? Whirling might have an amazing flank, and SeexySauce lets out a few good Seekers. That just changed the tide of the battle. Got rid of all his Marines, and oh, what is happening? Whirling's Marines are being eaten by Montezuma's Mutalisks. They're still not strong enough to be fully denied. Oh, but JTrus's Dark Templar makes it just out of there. With only 294 health points. Could have been poked to death. Megatron, ugh. Trying to take mid, not quite doing it. Just giving Whirling all this money. And then the flank is closed by SeexySauce, and there is no chance. Full supply of snipers and Marines gone. And that is how SeexySauce and Whirling are doing so good. Ugh. Megatron and Azreal, they should wake up. Often in scrims, having just an army won't count it. Like, as you can see, Whirling with just her Marines and Zerglings are doing pretty good. That's because Marines are fast. They can easily overtake armies and eat them up and run away. But someone like Azreal, he's doing the same strategy, except he did not get the money necessary. Actually, he's doing crack means, but anyway, he did not get the money necessary to do good. And Megatron, he has no elites or heroes to use to gain a constant income. Oh, what's this? Montezuma is going to pick up many free minerals. And Megatron is trying to drive away Montezuma, but it seems that Montezuma is getting a lot of money from that. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. And Skygrabber with his aggressive play comes in right in the middle of Azreal's army and nicks a big chunk of it with his DT. And oh my gosh, this is amazing, just eating away that full supply. Montezuma coming in to save the day. He is doing great with his mutas, I believe. But he should make an effort to increase his armor more, because there's destroyers on the field, and Marines armor could really help in this game. Oh, what's this? Whoa, Montezuma. Oh, Montezuma just picked up JTrus's Dark Templar, probably because of his Dark Templar or JTrus's lack of attention. But I like how top left is just they're not even in the game. Nobody is attempting to feed on them, which is very strange. Oh, I spoke too soon. Wait, is SeexySauce going for the feed? No, he is not. He's being harassed by Montezuma. Oh, and he lets out a double seeker on the Mutalisks. Seekers are really effective against units that like to harass, like Marauders and Mutalisks. Those units specialize in going in, getting a few kills, and getting out. But if you have a Raven, if they go in and try to get a few kills and go out, they'll go out with a Seeker behind them, which will force them to split and give you, or just taking the Seeker in the face. But it'll always make you come out on top. Montezuma is asking, where are those Void Rays? I haven't seen them yet. And that's because he wants that feed. That was a Void Rays with only 2 armor and 4 attack. And practically nothing else. Alright, just food for Montezuma. Oh, but oh my gosh, that was an amazing Seeker by SeexySauce. Just killing nearly more than half of his supply. What is SevenOnNine doing? He cannot block this flank. He's actually driving away Montezuma, which is very nice. I respect SevenOnNine. After all this that has happened, after his teammate quit, who did nothing with his Dark Templar, and after he just got nearly his entire army destroyed, 719 is still in the game. He's still pulling through. He wants to survive. Oh, what's this? Some lag. Okay. Oh, what? How did I miss this? Bottom left just made bottom right leave completely, and ate their merc buildings, ate their command centers. Wow. Those Marines are now officially unstoppable with 14 damage and a bunch. I have no idea how many health points this is, but a bunch of health points. No armor though. Armor would be extremely effective against Montezuma's Mutalisk, because Mutalisk, they specialize in glaives, throwing glaives. So these glaives can bounce a few times, and every single time they do a bit less damage. But that bit less damage, every time the Marine gets attacked by a glaive, its armor gets factored in. So getting only one armor on your Marines could mean negating 3 damage from each glaive. 1 damage from each glaive, 3 damage from all glaives. Oh, and SeexySauce is going in for nothing. He is just harassing, trying to lure top left out of their cave. And Whirling is going in super aggressive. But, oh, it seems like he is handling Montezuma's Mutalisk quite well. And what can they do? Does top right think this deserves a savior? Do they even have a savior? Oh, and Montezuma calls the GG. They going for the kill. And interesting enough, 719 and JTrus come in second place. This is crazy. They come in second place, even though JTrus left. They come in second place because they were the second and last team eliminated. Of course, they were only trying to prevent the inevitable, but this is crazy. There he goes, 719. Holding his own. He should get defenses. It'll help a little bit, cushion the blows. Oh, it looks like he already had defenses, but they were destroyed. And there we go. His army gets destroyed. Whirling coming in, trying to force out that savior. When is that savior gonna come in? But even if they savior, even if 719 saviors, there's no way he can make out of this. I mean, his entire army's dead. Wow, and that is GG. Good game. Well played by many.